lucky about that. I had to put the phone on airplane mode, bro, because people kept calling me in terms of the video. That's like the second time I tried to make this video and fucking someone called me in the middle of the fucking video. But it's lucky for the harsh language as well. I'm trying to work on my language, just how I speak and how I talk and how I, act as a person, because, well, that's very important, because we're setting examples for the people as we try to lead ourselves to the spirit. As Yahawashi leads us to the kingdom of heaven. I'll say it like that. Anywho, so here's the point in Revelation 11 verse 3 where I left off in the last video. And I will give power unto my 2 witnesses, which is northern and southern kingdom. Okay, keep it simple. And they shall prophesy 1,203 score days, clothed in sackcloth. Where sackcloth goes into mourning, or sackos in the Greek, sackos goes into mourning. Okay, you remember John the Baptist had a garment of sackcloth. Okay, or really it's camel. Okay, but we still wear rough garments. Okay, we don't have pretty garments. We're not all dressed in purple walking on the street in front of that fucking one church in Atlanta talking about a great awakening. Okay, no, man, you see it, man. That's the difference between the men of the Heavenly Father and rescue Israelite groups out there, man. We don't ask people to come up to us. People come to us because they're interested in what we speak. You're blatantly just trying to show out and trying to gain members so you can get more money off your 501c3 charter. We don't do that. We don't give a fuck about money, man. Okay? The Lord provides what he needs to provide for us. Okay, whatever we need is given to us through the spirit and power of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, man. Okay, it's not what you people... it's not how many people you have. Okay, it's about the quality of people. The Lord said that he would bring back a small sanctuary, man. Okay, a very small amount of people are going to understand the truth. A very small amount of people are going to see these prophecies, because why? The Lord wasn't speaking to the masses of people back in the day. It just wasn't like that. Revelation 11 verse 4. 350 years. Oh, that 1,203 score days is 350 years, by the way. It says, and these are 2 olive trees and the 2 candlesticks. And the 2 candlesticks standing before the power of the earth. And if any man hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth and devoureth their enemies. See. So here it has it. Okay. Things that we're saying are going to happen. And these prophecies are going to start happening as well. Okay, you're going to see someone get struck by fucking lightning by camp. Okay, the Lord's going to have it to where a bolt of fucking thunder just come down and fucking strike someone. Okay, car come up, scoffer on the fucking sidewalk. Nigga probably talk shit walking past camp. You see, a car come straight through and hit this nigga in the building or something, bro. The Lord's extreme in his judgments, bro. Very extreme. So when you think about it, the Lord is going to start showing his power, but he's doing it now, okay? And you can see it through what the curses falling upon our enemies. And I seen it this morning. I said, wow, bro, like this nigga right here is through. The nigga's nodding out on the Fed at the job. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning, by the way. I mean, see, he woke up at like 2 o'clock. I wake up at like 1:50 to get to work, right? I mean, the nigga woke up, got high, came to work, and got high again at work, and started doing the fucking fentanyl. I said, wow, like, this is amazing. It's not really amazing on like, oh, that's cool. It's like amazing, like, wow, like, damn, like, Esau's really fucking through. And the Lord had to show me that to like really cheer me up. I seen it, I started smiling. I said, wow, like, another Edomite down, bro. Cause I don't feel bad for no fucking Edomite, man. Fuck you crackers, man. Fuck you all. Revelation 11 verse 4. It's 5. And if any man will hurt them, fire proceed out of their mouth and devour their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. Which is what? A spiritual power, man. Okay, but that also goes into what? Us speaking these plagues into existence, man. Okay, as our forefathers did, as Noah did. Sorry, not Noah, Slovakia, which I guess you can say Noah prophesied, not necessarily plagues, but the flood, okay, which the Lord did, okay, on his behalf, okay. Well, really, the Lord did it because he wanted to, because the earth got too wicked, but, okay, he was still prophesying about it, and the Lord did it, see? So, let me grab this right quick. Is the book of Exodus 7 verse 1. And the Lord Yahawashi said unto Moses, see, I have made thee a god to Pharaoh, lowercase g, and Aaron, thy brother, shall be thy prophet. See? So, here it is. Okay. Moses, okay, was a god under Pharaoh. Okay, the thing that Moses was saying was happening. Why? Because Moses was inspired by the Holy Spirit. Okay, they were QADASH. You know, to the point where the Lord sat down there and talked to Moses. Moses had such a glow on him. Okay, and Moses was up in a chariot, getting wisdom, knowledge, and understanding from Yahawah directly. The Lord told you in Numbers 12 chapter, told us. The rest of the men aren't like King David, man. They're not like Moses, man. And Moses is a different kind of man in the spirit. He's just different. You know? He not one of them. But not for Moses is different. But why is Moses different? Because his spirit is just a different kind of spirit, bro. You know, he's King David. He's a prince of Israel. The king of Israel. You know? So lucky. I'm trying to grab this. Look at Numbers 12. Numbers 12 and 5. And the Lord Yahawah came down in the pillar of the cloud chariot and stood in the door of the tabernacle and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth. And he said, hear now my word. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Lord Yahawah, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and I will speak unto him in a dream. My servant Moses is not so, whom is faithful in all my house. With him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently. So it's going to be known. Okay, just as the Lord, exalted Moses in front of the congregation of Israel, okay, and had him basically, do these great plagues, through his vessel, okay, onto Egypt. The same thing's going on in this modern day Egypt. Okay, we take the stead of Moses, but the Lord's not talking to us directly. Okay, we have a mediator, which the name is YAHAWASHI. Okay, YAHAWASHI deliverer. He delivers us from all evils, man. Okay. Yea, though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff. Okay, that third angel that was with that other man that was with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. See. So, we know that the deliverer is with us because he's written throughout all the scriptures. Not in dark speeches, in the similitude of the Lord Yahawah shall he behold. Wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak with my servant Moses? And the anger of the Lord Yahawah was kindled against him, and he departed. Okay, now was the Lord mad at Aaron? Yes, but how much more madder, okay, that's even a word, he's madder than me. How much more angrier, I guess you could say, was the Lord, or irate was the Lord with Miriam? Because Miriam's a fucking woman. Okay? So you know the Shedemite woman's getting fucked up even more too. Alright? The Lord don't have respect on the Esau, I'm just saying in general. Okay? These Edomites are fucking going down. These Edomites are going down. And what was Miriam's punishment, by the way? Showing the Lord fucking hates you goddamn crackers, man. Okay? And the anger of the Lord was kindled against them. Actually, 8. And with him I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches, and the similitude of the Lord Yahawah shall he behold. Wherefore, then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? And the anger of the Lord Yahawah was kindled against him, and he departed. And a cloud departed from off the tabernacle. Behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. So she caught leprosy, which leprosy is so-called white skin. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. So she looked like a Edomite. And Aaron said unto Moses, at last, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay. So he called Moses his Lord. So Moses is a very high man in the spirit. All right. Which is King David, King Masha. So you have people who talk about King Masha, say, well, he's not King David. Well, I'll tell you what, man. I believe that he is King David. And the reason I say that because I don't think the other apostles will lie. Those aren't normal men, by the way. Those aren't normal men. Speaking from experience I had myself, those are not normal men, bro. It's like, wow, okay, shit. Like, Those aren't normal men. I don't know how to explain it. That's all I can say. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. So she turned to a fucking Edomite, right? She didn't turn to an Edomite, but her skin complexion turned to an Edomite, because you can't change your nationality. That's just dumb, right? That's why the so-called Jew, he calls himself an Ashkenazi Jew. What Ashkenaz comes from Japhet, and okay, Jews come from Shem. Noah had 3 sons, Ham, Shem, and Japhet. So you got 2 daddies, nigga? Like, what's going on? Okay. And Aaron said, Moses, at last, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not this sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly. Foolishly. Okay. Wherein we have sinned. So it's a sin like that, man, by the way. Let her not be as one dead of the flesh is half consumed when he cometh out of his mother's womb. Yeah, so you don't have to look like you're fucking half dead. No, you don't got no color, man. You got no pigment, right? Which you're the Israelites that look like so-called white people on this side. Okay, in the kingdom of heaven, you'll get back your pigment. Which I'll just close it up like that. You know, this video is kind of all over the place, but you know, the point still stands that you Edomites are going down, and these curses that are coming upon you are actually, I just gonna keep going. Honestly, I'm gonna keep on going. And I'll get some of these main curses, and then I'll close out. Lord's willing. All right, this is the book of Deuteronomy 20, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign. Okay, here's that word sign that goes into evidence. So there's evidence that Esau is going down. Okay, once again, these curses are flipping upon their enemies. These are some of the curses. And thou should be for, they should be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Yeah, because the word forever just means an age, right? A very long time, right? And after 1,000 years, Esau, you're going to get casted away. But that's still an age, you see. Because scriptures say what? Everyone that hisseth, everyone that passes by is going to hiss at you, man. Okay? Is this the man? You know? Because, well, you don't serve the Lord YAHAWAH, right? BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. The Lord YAHAWAH shall bring a nation against thee from far. No. Oh, okay, 54. So that the man that is tender in among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother. And you see that. Okay, you see these Edomites, you have the left versus right, which goes into that paradigm, but also that's a real thing. These Edomites actually fall for these politicians who are lying to them, telling them, okay, that the so-called JOO is the problem, which, you know, he is the problem, but all the Edomites are the fucking problem. Scripture say, will a favor be shown unto the wicked, right? Yet will he not deal justly in the way of upright, sorry, in the land of the upright will he deal unjustly. You know, roughly paraphrasing, Isaiah 26:10. Okay, but it's a real thing. Esau hates Esau. Okay, you have these patriot Edomites hating these LGBTQ Edomites. So these are all real things. Okay, toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom. Yeah, they call them race traders. Okay, as we call them bed wenches. Okay, but these Sheenite women, they love Jake, and they hate them because of it. And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Okay, which, you know, Esau might not publicly broadcast him being a fucking deadbeat dad. Statistically, it's there. Okay, so that he will not give any of them of the flesh of his children whom he shall eat, which that's going to happen, okay, during the time of Jacob's trouble, but also maybe in the kingdom of heaven, because Esau's not going to have the laws written in them, okay? Esau goes hungry, Esau's bound to eat something, shit. You know, we don't know, but I'm just saying, you know. Who he shall eat, because he had nothing left in the siege, okay? 56. And a tender and delicate woman among you. Okay, you know, Esau was what the Lady of Kingdoms. Okay, you know, the Sheenite one was the beauty. You had Marilyn Monroe, her thick ass, but she wasn't really that pretty. But you know, she was still the facade of beauty for so-called white America or Edom in general. All right, so say it like that. Okay, and a tender, delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground For her delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward the husband. Here's the point. Toward the husband of her bosom. Yeah, these fucking cheating women, they hate Esau, man. They hate Esau. Okay. You know, they hate Esau, man. Okay, point blank, period. They hate their husbands. They hate who the Lord made them, their husbands to be. Of her bosom, and toward the son, and toward her daughters. Okay. So it's a big Edomite hate fest, man. Okay, and those are just some of the curses. I should make it the last little curse, man. Okay, that Deuteronomy 30. That Deut 30 and 68. It's Deuteronomy 30 verse 28 and 68. So okay, Deuteronomy 28 verse 68. And Lord Yahawah shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Okay, which the word Egypt simply means a double straits, right? Marchazarium. Okay, but you know, it also can represent captivity, and you Edomites are about to go into fucking captivity. By the way, whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it again no more. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. Yeah, exactly. Meaning what? Redeemed. And you're not going to be redeemed from your slavery, Esau. The only way how you're going to be redeemed is after you get burnt up. You know, if you come back through another nation, okay, in the kingdom of heaven. With that, I just want to say shalom and call halayim la, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, and shalom, Akim, shalom, shalom.